Back. So I'm still making my way through these eggs from first choice. So I've done the hen's eggs, I've done the duck eggs, so now I'm on to pheasant eggs. So I've got about 12 pheasant eggs here. So today I'm going to be doing a shakshuka. So I'm going to make like a tomato based sauce, a few spices in there, not too spicy, some cumin, some coriander, a touch of chili. That's for the tomato sauce. Then I'm going to grill some vegetables. I've got some aubergines, peppers and courgette. Just going to grill them on the grill. Once they're grilled, just chop them up, mix that through the tomato sauce, and then we'll break the pheasant eggs in the tomato sauce. We'll bake that. The pheasant eggs will bake with all that loveliness. And then we're just going to finish it off with some grilled sourdough, some yogurt just to take away the heat, and some fresh coriander. So without further ado, I'm going to crack on with today's recipe. So I've gone ahead a little bit and cut the veg to be grilled beforehand. So while the sauce is being made, I'll be grilling this on the side. Just going to put a little bit of salt and pepper in there, a little bit of olive oil, and then grill the vegetables. Hi guys, welcome back. So we're going to make our tomato sauce for the shakshuka. Pretty basic tomato sauce. We're just going to spice it up with a bit of cumin, a bit of coriander, and a touch of chili. So I'm going to start with some diced onion. I've diced one onion here. I'm just going to put a glug of olive oil in our pan there. So that's one onion. So what we're going to do with the onion, guys, we're just going to sweat that onion down. And we know about sweating now, so we're just going to make the onion nice and translucent, nice and soft, and let some of that sugars come out of the onion. So I'm just going to let that sweat there. Pop a lid in it, and that's probably going to take about 5 minutes. So onions are sweated. That's been about 5 minutes now. Just take the lid off. Beautiful. So they're nice and translucent, and then they're nice and soft. So what I'm going to add to this now, guys, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of garlic puree. Homemade garlic puree, if you can make it in a pestle and mortar, or use your knife skills by grinding it with a bit of salt. But if you want to buy your garlic puree, perfectly fine. So we're just going to cook out our garlic for a few minutes. So garlic is in. We're going to add to that some spices. So we've got about 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, and about half a teaspoon of chili. So that's going to go in there. If you like it spicier, then add a bit more chili if you really want to. And I can just smell that spice is just cooking now. Lovely smell, lovely smell. So spices. Cooking out there, lovely. Then I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of tomato puree, guys. 1 teaspoon tomato puree in. And again, I'm just going to cook out the tomato puree. Like so. So this recipe for about 4 people, guys, as always. So tomato puree is in. I'm just going to add some chopped tomatoes, guys. So I've got 2 tins of tomato puree. That's 1 tin in, and then another tin in. So chopped tomatoes. Did I say tomato puree? Chopped tomatoes. So 2 tins of chopped tomatoes. So I'm just going to give that a stir, guys. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to let that cook out. In fact, I'm going to add a bit of salt to that. Just a touch of salt in there, guys. Just a touch of salt. Touch of salt in there. I'm just going to let that cook out for about 20 minutes. So I'll put it on the back there. And that's going to cook for about 20 minutes with the lid on. So while the tomato sauce is cooking there, guys, I'm just going to grill some veg. So I've got some courgette sliced, aubergine sliced, and some peppers have been cut rustically. So very simple, guys. We're just going to take some pepper, some salt, and then just a little bit of olive oil, guys. Not too much, just a little bit of olive oil. And then we're just going to mix that up like so. I mean, if you can buy the grilled veg, you can get these jars of grilled aubergine and grilled peppers. You know, if that's your bag, then feel free to do that. I've just got some veg from the delivery from First Choice that I had the other day, so I need to use it up. I'm just improvising every day of stuff that I've got to use up and coming up with recipes off the cuff every day. So we're just gonna take our vegetables and then we're just gonna grill them, guys. Just gonna get a nice char on there, and then once they are grilled, we're going to chop them up into little cubes, and then we're going to add that back into the tomato sauce. So 10 minutes in, guys, so we're halfway there for the sauce to be being finished. The veg is grilling nicely. I've just grilled the aubergine, the peppers and the courgettes have gone on, and the sauce is looking pretty spectacular. I can really smell that coriander coming through. It smells amazing. Hi guys, so welcome back. So our grilled veg has been grilled, lovely and bar marked there. And it's just something about grilled veg, you know, grilled veg, got that charred, caramelized smell coming off there. So I'm gonna dice these up into some large chunks, and then we're gonna mix that through the tomato sauce. So guys, that's our grilled veg. So it's all been diced up nicely. So the tomato sauce has had 20 minutes. It's reduced by about 2/3. So that's our sauce. You can smell the cumin, you can smell the coriander. It smells great, guys. It smells great. So we're just going to add this to the grilled vegetables. And this is great for a brunch dish, guys. We are having it for lunch today, but you know, it's a great brunch dish as well, and it can be done individually as well. I'm just making a big tray because all the family is going to eat it. So we're just going to mix up that tomato sauce with our grilled vegetables like so. Beautiful. So what I'm going to do to the top of this, I'm just going to create some holes so I can crack the pheasant eggs into the holes. So the pheasant eggs, guys, look, they're just small things. Like yeah, big. A bit bigger than a quail's egg. I'm actually cooking quail eggs this week as well, so that's a pheasant egg. So I've cracked one open here to show you. There you go. Nice and yellow. Small egg, guys. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the eggs on top of the shakshuka. So like I say, I've just created some little pockets so the eggs can sit in there. So I'm going to crack on. So I'm going to crack the eggs, and then we're going to bake it in the oven. I actually cracked the whole. I had 12 pheasant eggs, so I actually used up the whole 12, so that's what we're looking at. So we're just gonna put this in the oven at 180 for about, I'd say about 9 minutes. We're gonna check it after 9 minutes. It might take 12. So I'm just gonna pop this in the oven. Alright guys, so I've just took the shakshuka out the oven. It took 12 minutes. Also what I did was, when I took it out of the oven, I just put it back on the gas and just let it boil for about 2 minutes more, just to make sure if there's any snotty egg whites there, it's cooked through. So 12 minutes in the oven and 2 minutes on top of the stove. I'm just going to show you where we're at. Smells great, guys. It smells great. So I'm going to finish this off with a little bit of pepper. As always, seasoning massively important, guys. A little bit of sea salt. Yogurt. That's it. I'm just gonna put just gonna put a little bit of yogurt on top of there, and when that yogurt mixes in with all the eggs and all the tomato, it's gonna be phenomenal, guys. So a couple of bits of yogurt. If you haven't got yogurt, creme fraiche, goat's cheese, whatever you can get your hands on. Just gonna put some fresh coriander on there, guys. I had it in the fridge, but coriander will work well with the ground coriander and the cumin and so on. Smells great, guys. Smells great. Coriander, cumin. I can smell the tomato. The eggs look pretty cool as well, you know. I'll be honest with you, I don't really use a lot of pheasant eggs, but I'm quite looking forward to trying these out. So coriander on, pepper on, salt on. I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil just to bring all that together. Beautiful. While that was in the oven, I grilled some sourdough as well. So we're going to tuck into that. We're going to take our sourdough, we're going to break into these eggs, and we're going to have a feast, guys. So grilled sourdough, and here is our shakshuka with pheasant eggs and yogurt and coriander. Smells amazing. So I'm going to put this in the middle of the table, and we're going to crack on with this. And it's stay home, stay safe, cook at home. God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.